Today, we're counting down 5 greater Seattle neighborhoods and suburbs where a $1 million home search lands surprisingly close to the local median. One name at number 1 may not be the place most people guess first. When people talk about what $1 million buys around Seattle, the conversation can jump quickly from in-city neighborhoods to east side cities, foothill communities, and places farther along the King County map. For this countdown, the focus is simple: places where the median home value sits right around that $1 million line, using Zillow and Redfin figures from 2026. That means we are not just looking at central Seattle, and we are not just looking at the usual high-profile names. We are looking at the greater Seattle area as a whole, from west of the Duwamish River to the east side and beyond. Coming in at number 5, West Seattle. West Seattle is a major Seattle area in its own right, covering the part of the city west of the Duwamish River and including the Delridge and Southwest districts. For a $1 million search, it lands almost directly on target, with a median home value of about $1,019,583 per Zillow and Redfin in 2026. Zillow's 2026 typical home value is $1,019,582, which reinforces just how closely West Seattle tracks that $1 million mark. Add in a walk score of 90, according to Walk Score in 2026, and West Seattle stands out as the most urban-feeling entry. At number 4, North Bend. North Bend shifts the setting from Seattle's in-city neighborhoods to the outskirts of the Seattle metropolitan area, still within King County. Its median home value is about $1,014,601 per Zillow and Redfin in 2026, placing it just above the $1 million benchmark. Zillow's 2026 typical home value is also $1,014,601, so the pricing signal here is very clear. North Bend also has a walk score of 74, according to Walk Score in 2026, which gives it a different profile than denser Seattle neighborhoods, while still keeping some everyday access in the picture. Number 3 is Crown Hill. Crown Hill keeps us inside the city of Seattle, with a neighborhood setting that sits apart from the bigger downtown conversation, while still being part of the city itself. For the $1 million question, Crown Hill is almost exactly aligned. Its median home value is about $1,011,448 per Zillow and Redfin in 2026. Zillow's 2026 typical home value comes in at $1,011,447, just $1 off that rounded median figure. Its walk score is 77, according to Walk Score in 2026, which helps explain why Crown Hill remains relevant for buyers comparing in-city access with price points near the $1 million line. At number 2, Newcastle. Newcastle brings the countdown to the east side in King County, with a smaller city setting compared with Seattle proper. It comes in just under the $1 million mark, with a median home value of about $984,230 per Zillow and Redfin in 2026. Zillow's 2026 typical home value is $984,229. Again, keeping Newcastle tightly connected to the theme of what roughly $1 million buys in the region. Its walk score is 40, according to Walk Score in 2026. So compared with West Seattle or Crown Hill, this entry has a more car-oriented pattern. And now, number 1, Duvall. Duvall is the surprise at the top, a King County city located along SR 203, halfway between Monroe and Carnation. Its median home value is about $977,629 per Zillow and Redfin in 2026, putting it just below the $1 million mark while still staying close enough to belong in this conversation. Zillow's 2026 typical home value is also $977,629, which makes the comparison especially clean. Duvall's walk score is 76, according to Walk Score in 2026, and that combination of a sub-million median with a defined small city location is what pushes it into the top spot here. So, to recap the countdown, number 5 was West Seattle, number 4 was North Bend, number 3 was Crown Hill, number 2 was Newcastle, and number 1 was Duvall. The pattern is interesting because the million-dollar conversation is not limited to one type of place. It stretches from Seattle neighborhoods to East Side cities and communities farther out in King County. And yes, that number one pick really does show how the greater Seattle map can challenge assumptions. What did we miss? Which Seattle neighborhood, East Side city, or specific spot would have made your personal top 5 for a $1 million home search? If you would have ranked one of these higher, or if you think another place deserves a closer look, drop it in the comments. If this helped you compare the greater Seattle area a little more clearly, give the video a like and subscribe for more Seattle neighborhood deep dives. And tell us what topic you want next. Another price point countdown, a single neighborhood tour, or a closer look at one suburb in particular.